What's up guys, over here. In this video we're going to be doing task for Nibiru Incentivized Testnet Phase 2. We're going to be deploying smart contract. If you haven't watched the initial video about Nibiru Incentivized Testnet, I suggest you go do that. And also recently we've done Phase 1 tasks, we set up a node. So again, if you haven't done that, you need to set up the node first, because you won't be able to deploy your smart contract without it. As always, as links are in description and all information is provided as is, so follow at your own risk. So for the Phase 2 tasks, we have two categories. Category number 1 is governance. Unfortunately, right now, there is no way, as far as I understand, to complete those tasks because there are no active proposals, and I tried to launch my own proposals, played with variables, but they don't go through to the voting, and that goes in line with the information on the Discord that now we just have to wait until the team will roll out more proposals, and then we can wait and complete this task. Here we'll just focus on deploying the smart contract on chain. I will put the text form of the guide in description also. Initially it's gonna be in the Google Doc form. Hopefully within a few days I'll have time to put it in the proper form on GitHub, and then I'll replace the link in description. So this is the initial state of our wallet on chain that we're gonna be using. As you can see, there are no transactions today, no nothing. So first stage, what we need to do, we need to copy the repository. As you can see, I got the error because I already did that, but in your case it will work fine. It just takes a couple seconds. When you copy that, your repository files are going to be on your machine, and then we can use the smart contract that is in there to deploy that on chain. For that we need to execute this command. As always, keep in mind on your wallet name. For me, my wallet name is always wallet, so I don't have to worry about that. If your wallet name is different, be sure to check it here. Other than that, you don't need to change anything in this command. As you can see, the transaction was executed and we got the transaction hash. We need to use this hash to find our ID. There are several ways for that. First, you can go to Explorer, enter this transaction hash, and here in logs you can see where it says store code. Code ID is 27221. We need to write that down, but actually there is an easier way. Since you're probably doing that in one sitting, you can just set the variable, for example ID, and I'm gonna put my variable and you put your ID here, and then you don't need to input that into commands, you just can input the ID. And also we have the command to check your contract. You can just copy that since we already set up the ID. Input that. As you can see, there is a creator, that's our wallet. So what we did, we input the code basically on the blockchain. Now we need to instantiate that to create a contract. And in this particular case, we're going to create a token. So we need to prepare the arguments. First of all, this is going to be the name of our variable. So you can just leave it as init. Then you have the name. Here I'll just put, overdose symbol. Now be careful with this one, because don't put any numbers, nothing like that, just put some letters in. Then you have decimals, that's the number of decimals for your token. I'll just leave 2. Then we have initial balances, and here you put where it says address, you put the address of your wallet. So I'm putting mine. Then we have the amount. Then we have the minter, and also put your wallet here as well. And we need to copy that and paste that. As you can see, nothing is executing because we just set in the variables. So we set the init and we set the ID prior, so now we can execute the command. And again, be sure to change your wallet if your wallet is not called wallet. And also any label you can put here is just text basically. Then we copy that and we execute this. And again, we got transaction hash. We're gonna copy that and go to Explorer again, paste it into Explorer, and then we see the information about transactions. What we need, again, we go into logs, and where it says instantiate, here you can see our code ID, and here you can see contract address that was created. So we copy that contract address. Be sure to copy that, and I'll just put it here for now. Now we can do one extra step to just be sure that we're doing everything fine. It's not necessary, but I'll just show you how to do it. So basically what we did now, we created some token and it should be in our wallet. But if you do general request of your wallet balance, it will not show it because it's like basically not a native token. So we have to use a different command for that. And here again, for the ease of implementing command, we're gonna create a variable. It's called balance query. And here where it says address, again, you need to put your wallet address. Then we need to copy that and again put it here. And now our variable that's called balance query is set. And this one is not your wallet address, it's your contract address. But actually what we can do, we can also get this contract address and put that in the variable as well. Let's call it contract. Contract equals, we need to copy that. Boom, we also set the variable to contract. So now we don't have to copy our contract address, we just set the variable contract. This is gonna be our command to check. We put that here, and as you can see, it shows data balance, the exact balance that we used to create that token. So this is in our current wallet. And also before the last step, I'm gonna go to Explorer, enter the wallet address, just show you that our transactions are recorded. As you can see, without refreshing the page, it doesn't show. So as always, in some Explorers, it's just lagging. There you go, 2 of our transactions. So the first one where we deployed the code is store code type. And the second one, the type is Instantiating Contract, so we're good. However, in order to complete the task, you need successfully broadcast the execute contract transaction. That's gonna be our last part, and to do that, we're gonna send some of our tokens to a different wallet address. So this is gonna be my receiving wallet address, and we're gonna put that into a transfer variable. We're also gonna create the variable to ease the use of the command. And now we have this variable called transfer. We're gonna copy that and create the variable. It basically says that you need to transfer 100 tokens to this address. By now we set up variables ID, contract, transfer. ID we don't need anymore. We need contract and we need transfer. This is the command. Wasm execute, and you see our variable contract with our contract address that we set previously, and transfer. We just copy that. Boom, we put that. We can also check our transaction ID, but what we can do, we can check the balance of the receiving wallet and see that tokens actually arrive there, and we can execute the same command as we did last time. This is the command. However, we just need to change the balance query. If you don't want to do that, you can just put wallet address here like this, or you can reassign your balance query variable. So for that, you put your receiving wallet address into your balance query variable. You need to again write it into this variable, and then if you execute this command, it's gonna be checking not your wallet but the wallet where you sent your token. So in this case, bam, the balance is 100. That's the 100 that we sent to this wallet. And again, the last step is gonna be, we're gonna check our wallet address in the Explorer to make sure that we have that transaction on chain. We're refreshing that. As you can see, hasn't gone through yet. Refresh again. We have this transaction with the type execute contract. So we successfully completed and we should be awarded 300 points for that. So again, guys, I apologize that text instructions are currently in this shitty form. I'll try to change that in the near future and replace the link. And if you have any questions or suggestions, be sure to write them down in the comments below. We should be getting phase 3 tasks fairly soon. But for today, that's all I wanted to cover. If you found video helpful, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you soon.